dark out. You're on the way to your home and pass a narrow rundown area. You notice a large shadow is following you. Your breathing speeds up, your heart races, your muscles tighten, you're going faster. But a second later you realize it was a cat, nobody gonna kill you. For 1 second you were so afraid that you reacted as if your life was in danger. Your body initiated an urgent reaction and tried to escape. But really, there was no danger at all. What happened to cause such a reaction? Well, all fear is coming from our brains, and feeling fear doesn't mean that something has gone wrong with you. It means that you're a human being and that you're wired for survival. The brain generates fear and it keeps you from jumping off of the top of the cliff. It keeps you from running into traffic. Fear actually serves us in so many ways. But nowadays, it's not as necessary as it used to be when people needed fear in order to run away from things that were going to eat them. And yet we are still programmed for it. We're afraid of public speaking, we're afraid of being embarrassed, afraid of being made fun of, and having someone see us in a certain way. But when you really think that through, where is the potential danger? For most of our lives, an intense amount of fear doesn't equal an intense amount of danger. Fear doesn't mean danger. The brain will always say you, stop driving at high speed, stop going along the dark alley, but it will be completely the same and say, stop writing the book, stop running the business. It doesn't see the difference between good and bad risks. The tactic is to avoid everything altogether. But it steals our experience, it robs our life. Is there anything we can do about it? How can we break the system? Here is something we can do. Firstly, accepting that fear is going to be a part of your life. It's a part of your evolution, and that's completely fine to feel fear. But it isn't when your illogical fear is a reason to stop. That's your next step. That's one of those things you have to learn how to live with because it's part of you. The way which I passed through is reprogramming my brain's outcome. While feeling fear, we all tend to imagine the worst outcome and try to escape before the real danger will come. Let me show you. Should I ask the question? But what if I fail? What others will think? It sounds familiar, doesn't it? It actually makes sense. That's how we were all programmed for it. Nothing had happened, but I already imagined the worst outcome. And stop. That's the protection system. But what does it protect me from? I don't need it here. So in order to break it down, I exposed myself to fear, and my protection system learned that there isn't any danger, that I won't die. I asked the question, and nothing happened. It made a new association that when I feel fear, there isn't any danger. I practiced that many times to let the brain reprogram the outcome. Taking action while you are still feeling fear is actually a skill that you also can develop. When there is a fear, most of us still either run or stop, which again is a very useful signal when there is a real danger, but when there is no real danger. And once you get to the point, you can take an action and feel the fear along the way. Just like when you're watching a scary movie, you don't have to run out of the theater screaming. You can experience the scary movie. You can sit there and say, it's not real. In my life, going through fear and acknowledging the way it works helped me to define in which way I need to move. Fear is turned into the map, and I guess that's the thing that makes me innovate. Because we are definitely terrified when we face uncertainty, but developing into the next phase of our lives can be certain, because if it's already certain, it means that we have already evolved to it. The next step will always be uncertain, and our system will always warn us to stop. And you can listen to it, but please do the opposite of what it wants you to do. Now it's exactly that signal that helps to define you should do it. That's your next step. I would recommend trying it as well. Define your feelings, then see if it's a logical fear. What are you really afraid of, and if that fear robs your experience? Then be present with yourself while feeling fear. Let it happen. And after that, fear doesn't mean stop. It does mean to go on and take an action. When you freak out, it means that you're just about to do something powerful to gain experience. Take advantage of it, use it as a map, and don't let it hold you back anymore. If you can't use it, if you can't take advantage of it, you will be limitless. When you look at other people who created the life they always wanted to create, you might be thinking, they must be fearless. The truth is, nobody is fearless. We all have fear. The only difference is that they're just not using it as a reason to stop. What's the reason for you? Thank you.